Last week, I was in the office during one of those electronic recycling events when I stumbled upon a pile of rubbish, and in it I found this 1995 Wyse PCE mechanical keyboard. Couldn't resist picking this thing up, and now it's time to check it out to see what kind of gold we can pull on out of it. So before we start cracking this baby open, let's take a closer look at what we have here. Plainly stated, this is a 1995 Wyse PCE mechanical keyboard. They were manufactured in India by Wyse in 4 variants including 2 4P4C terminal only models, 1 AT model, and a PS2 speaking model as well. The variant that I had found is the 840-358-1, which is one of the 4P4C models with a detachable coiled cable in an ANSI layout. These boards have some pretty unique double shot molded ABS keycaps in beige and gray with dark navy blue legends. They look almost black, but they're not, and the arrow keys are accented in a bright yellow. What's more interesting is these unique stepped control keys and the monstrous 8U spacebar sitting atop the board's prized possessions. The vintage Cherry MX black switches. You see, sometime around 1994, 1995, Cherry changed the design on the MX Black switches, and older enthusiasts swear these vintage switches are simply smoother than their newer counterparts. And because they stopped manufacturing the older model, the only way to find these switches is by pulling them out of keyboards just like this one. But before we go doing anything like that, let's just hear this baby rip fair and square. Alright, so I already know what y'all are thinking. Damn, this thing sounds that good? Pull straight out the bin? I know. It sounds great, looks elegant. Why the hell aren't you using this beast? I'll be honest, I gave Soar's 4P4C converted the old college try, and honestly just couldn't get it working. But don't worry, these switches aren't for sale. I have another project coming up with my XD84 that you might want to check out, so make sure to subscribe to the channel for those updates. And with all that being said, there's a lot of work ahead of us. 204. That's how many joints I'll need to desolder by hand if I want to harvest these beauties. No, I don't have a desoldering gun. We're going at this the low and slow way. And low and slow it was. It took me forever to unsolder these switches, and look at all the solder I collected. Although it took a long time, it actually wasn't nearly as difficult as I thought it would be. Take a look at the solder just melting beautifully, and the suction tool just going to work. Overall, it was totally worth it, salvaging all these switches one by one out of this old keyboard. But the work isn't finished yet, because the switches have a bright future ahead of them, and prior to storing them away, I'm going to lube them up nicely with some Krytox 205G0 so they're silky smooth in their new home. But don't worry, I won't bore you with all that. What you can do to stay updated about these switches is subscribe to the channel so you see the next video that I'm working on. Until then, I hope you enjoyed the content about this ancient Wyse PCE keyboard that I'm sure is older than some of you in the audience. Take care, and thanks for watching.